What's up, people? It's your man, no other but Urban Lover, coming from somebody's mama basement. About to drop that smooth butter on somebody. Matter of fact, on my Laker family, and also for other individuals who want to know about free agents and where they think they might be going. Remember, guys, it's just my opinion based off of articles, gossip, news, and rumors. But everything does not stick like syrup, so just keep that in mind. When once the free agency start to roll around, things could change, attitudes can change, emotions can change, a lot can change. Even though guys say they're sticking here and there, that doesn't mean that they cannot move. Remember, we human. Money talks and bull crap walks. You know how it is. So with that being said, I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna get down with the duo this time. Another video where I'm coming with two individuals, not one, because there's not a lot out there. I try to make sure that our superstars get all the opportunity to take up a lot of time. But when it's just role players and all stars or whatever it may be, I'm giving them a little bit less time. So with that being said, I'm getting right to it. I'm going to my man J.R. Smith. The shooting guard out in Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I mean? Age 30, and I'm going to CBS, and I'm gonna drop down the analysts and what they got to say about him. So here we go. Lights out shooter who has learned to stay within his role. J.R. Smith has gone from a decent but inconsistent defender to a major deterrent. Not going to lock up Steph Curry or Russell Westbrook, but attacks dribbles, contains and close out hard. His effort issue has vanished on good teams, able to completely turn a game with offensive outbursts. Have not had a playoff off-court incident since 2013, will recklessly pursue heat checks. Beloved by teammates, Smith signed with Clutch Sports this year and is likely to resign with the Cavs because of it. Likely on a big money deal, currently fulfilling every negative assumption about his base to suffer letdowns in key situations in the finals. Teams that said they could fit: Cleveland, Memphis, New Orleans. Well, based on him signing with Clutch Records, that's already a guarantee that he's basically going to go back with Cleveland. Me personally, I'm looking to see them moving Kevin Love. I think Boston will be a good fit for him. I can see him, because Boston got like 8 draft picks, and they can make some moves. Because you got to keep in mind, Cleveland money is tied up into a lot of them guys. Thompson, LeBron's going to be a free agent. They got Shepard already. They got Kyrie Irving. So their money going to be tied up into a lot of them players. So getting draft picks will make that much more better because you don't really have to pay them the max. I mean, not really the max, but you don't have to pay them a lot of money. They draft picks, you know what I mean? So, then you can have like, walk-ons, whatever it may be, in order to fill the role players position. But I can see them moving Kevin Love, freeing up some extra money. I think they definitely going to re-sign J.R. Smith because LeBron was the reason of him and Shepard coming to Cleveland because he the one that wanted that move to happen. So I know other teams look at him like Memphis, New Orleans, but he's enjoying himself in Cleveland. Matter of fact, it was an article that came out where J.R. Smith, he was talking about basically if he was 18 years old and he had a chance to play with LeBron back then, during his earlier stage, a lot of his past life would never been where it is now. He had been much more respectful of the game and respectful of himself. And also, it was a funny thing too that came out. They asked, this is from Hoop Hype, and it said J.R. Smith's daughter was asked one question prior to the start Game 6 of the NBA Finals, and they asked her, say, "What is it like for you to watch your dad get ready to play this game?" Her answer: "I'm just proud of him because he made a championship without getting kicked off a team." That's just that follows his character no matter where it go. That he's a erratic type of player, whatever it may be. He caused a lot of trouble and confusion. But J.R. Smith said he just basically misunderstood. But anyway, to clear that up real quick, like I said before, Memphis is looking at him, and or New Orleans. Now New Orleans, like I said, they don't really have nobody. They're definitely looking for two. I don't see him going to New Orleans. That'd be kind of stupid for him to go to New Orleans, a team that's not in contention to do anything. And Memphis, who's they can make the playoff, but like I said, they like one or two pieces away from being that much good. Really, one person. I mean, I don't know what Memphis might play, but that's something totally different. But I can see J.R. Smith re-signing with Cleveland. They're not gonna break the boys up. You know who the boys are. Like I said, I told somebody before that I could see Kyrie Irving being traded for Chris Paul because LeBron and Chris Paul are good friends. I mean, Kyrie and LeBron are cool, but him and Chris Paul are good friends. And I can see them making a trade for that, and that only is based on the outcome of this series. You know what I mean? Like they going to Game 7 now. If Cleveland come like 2 points away from beating Golden State, just say if Golden State do win and Cleveland come from 2 points to beating Golden State, then I don't see them moving Kyrie Irving. I just see them moving Kevin Love and getting a bunch of other role players to fill in them spots because Kevin Love didn't do nothing in this series. And I'm not saying Kevin Love is a bad player. He's just not being used correctly on that team. and that has a lot to do with coaching. You know, Tyronn Lue, this is his first time coaching, so I'll give him a pass because LeBron is actually the coach of that team. I mean, there's a lot of times where you see LeBron wave Kevin Love off when Kevin Love go to the to the 3-point line, wide open, and LeBron breaking somebody down. I like Kevin Love when he crashed the boards, and the ball was mostly in his hand. It just don't fit with them. I mean, everybody had to play their role, but he's just not doing anything. So with that being said, J.R. Smith is definitely going back to Cleveland. That's my intake on it, based on what I read. Like I know he's going to opt out, but he's definitely going to sign because he want basically more money. He's 30 years old. He's the prime of his life right now. Ain't no other big contracts coming his way. You know what I mean? Because of his attitude and stuff like that, a lot of teams are kind of falling back off of him. So that's what I'm saying on J.R. Smith. Now we don't get to my man Kenny Bazemore. We're gonna go to Ken Bazemore. And with Ken Bazemore, I'm going to just read a little thing about him as well. Now, with Ken Bazemore, this is what CBS analysts had to say about him. Maybe the market's best value. Ken Bazemore is 27 and a 44% shooter who shoots 34% from beyond the arc, can guard multiple positions, and is crafty, athletic, and fast. Bazemore is going to create on his own, but you can slot him into any team with a star, and he'll make the defense pay for a double team. Add something new to his game each season. His toolkit may be smaller than some other wings on this list, but that's also mean he stays within his role. Good fit: Atlanta, Memphis, Houston, Dallas, Washington, Denver. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to Denver first. Denver, I don't think he's going to Denver. I mean, Denver, yeah, they got a lot of holes to fill. I mean, they're a young team in the process of rebuilding, just like the Lakers, but I don't think he's going to Denver. Washington, um, my only problem is this: like they got Ken Bazemore at Atlanta. They had Ken Bazemore, he's 6'5", he only 201, and they got him playing small forward. Now, depending on the matchups, that's cool, but I look at him more as a two. You know what I mean? Than a small forward. Like if you watch the playoffs, he's playing against LeBron. LeBron is like what, 240, 250, something like that, 6'8". The man's giving up 3 inches plus all that weight to LeBron. LeBron can do anything to Ken Bazemore. Ken Bazemore couldn't do nothing with LeBron, and that was like Atlanta's biggest reason of losing that series. Not even really doing anything because they ain't had nobody really guard LeBron. On top of that, that guard spot, the two guard spot, yeah, the shooting guard spot. And I'm not gonna call out the dude's name, but he's a good 3-point shooter, but he just don't show up. I think he's more of a role player. And y'all know who I'm talking about, so I'm not gonna say his name. He's a good guy, but I'm not gonna say his name. But anyway, Kim Bazemore, I think, will be better at the two for Atlanta. They're playing the small forward position, and I think Atlanta should go get them a small forward. Now, here's the problem: Atlanta only has 18 million on the books. You know what I mean? 18 million to come off the books, and with that 18 million, they are saying that they definitely want to re-sign Horford, Bazemore, and Humphreys. But with 18 million, do Horford takes less to stay with a team like that? And keep in mind, there's a lot of teams that will love Al Horford because he can fit any system. So do you lose a player like that at Al Horford and keep Ken Bazemore? Now, Ken Bazemore is young, but there's not too many big men out there that can do a lot that Al Horford can do. Now, guard-wise, yeah, you can find a lot of guards. Now, with that being said, they only can sign one of those guys. I mean, Al Horford is not going to take a pay cut, especially when he's hitting his prime. He got to think about, this is the last end of a contract for him as well. Remember, he have health issues, so he's going to take the better opportunity. And there's a lot of teams that can offer him a lot more. You know what I mean? Now, Atlanta could offer him more, but they won't be able to sign Bazemore. That's simple as that. They're going to win one, lose the other. Simple what they did with last year was Millsap and I forgot the guy name, but with Millsap and the dude from Toronto when they lost him. So in retrospect of that, they got to make a decision. Like, what should we do? Should we keep Horford or we let Bazemore go? Now Bazemore, with him, you got the Knicks looking at him because, like I tell you, the Knicks backcourt is kind of like busted up. They definitely need help. The Knicks are looking at him. Um, who else is looking at him? So you got basically the Knicks. Like I said, you got the Knicks are not even listed on here by CBS, but I noted by me doing the research, the Knicks are looking at him, and New Orleans are not here on here as well. Now, with that being said, Memphis still needs a two guard. He would definitely fit Memphis. I don't know if they had the money for him, but he would fit. He would fit Memphis. Houston, I don't. What they gonna play him small forward? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't see him playing small forward. I see him as a two. You know what I mean? Like I say, he's 6'5". You got Dallas, Washington. Like I said, Dallas, they need a backcourt. I mean, they need a backcourt bad. They got a point guard, but the guy's kind of old. You know what I mean? Then you got Washington. If they sign Beal, it's no point in them really getting Ken Bazemore unless they're gonna put him at the two. But they got Otis Porter, so I don't know. I don't really think that's a good fit for him. I mean, the only team that I really can see him leaving Atlanta for is really New Orleans. And the reason why I say that because Danny Ferry was the one that brought him into Atlanta, and Danny Ferry is now the advisor down in New Orleans. And Danny Ferry is really interested in him. So I could actually see him leaving New Orleans because New Orleans got money. They only got money tied up in Mr. Brown. They don't really, and I think Evans, if I'm not mistaken. So just those two guys. So they actually can spend money in order to get this guy. You know what I mean? To play the two. So that'd be pretty good. I think what I think is it Gordon down there? Yeah, Gordon down there, but he been injured, so he been injured prone and he kind of fell off his wheel. But I think Bazemore will be a good two down there in New Orleans. I mean, in order to help them, because I don't see Atlanta re-signing him. I mean, especially if you want the money. The only way I can see Bazemore staying in Atlanta is because he has a friend, what basically is his girlfriend, and she's a exercise director, and he's really into her. So if he, and love make people do crazy things. Like okay, I'm gonna take less money because I want to stay with my woman. But he also can say, look, baby, you can take that, your business, and we can go down New Orleans together, and you can start your business down there. I could buy you a business and build it down there, whatever you want to do. I don't know what their game plan is. Or she could say, look, you go down New Orleans, just come and visit me from time to time when you come up, come up in Atlanta in the A. He likes the A. He loves Atlanta. But what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you got to also go with the money. So Atlanta can't really pay him because, like I said, they got to pay Horford. They don't have the money to pay him, and I think the guy name is Curl. That's it. Curl for Toronto that they lost out on with Paul Millsap. So with that being said, I think Atlanta's going to try to resign Horford. They might lose Ken Bazemore, and he might go to New Orleans and be their starting two for New Orleans, which would be cool. So with that being said, that's your man. I come to bring that buzzy to you, baby. Bzz. So, guys, get into the comment section. Tell me what you think. If I missed something, definitely let me know. What you think where these players can go. Other teams that are interested in them. I like to hear what you guys got to say. That's one thing about the community. Us getting together and just talking and communicating. So with that being said, you know who it is. It's your man, baby boy, your boy Urban. With that being said, y'all have a blessed day. Be safe out there.